we be dropping frames. It's fine. Let's turn this down. Burbnez, thank you for the raid. Hope you're having a lovely Friday's Eve. We're just doing some art today. That's gonna be the whole of October. But it's fine. We can always play games next month. Twitch being evil. IRL art, yeah. I feel like Twitch is kind of fucking me over too because that's either my ISP or it's Twitch. Because I'd be dropping hella frames. Do I use OBS? Yes, unfortunately. Because I don't trust any of the other alternatives. Though I should probably see if there are any good ones out there. I know Streamlabs has one. But, Setup Wizard. Do the Setup Wizard. Match it to your speed and fix the frame dropping issues. The thing is, it wasn't doing this before. I don't know if it was an update or something, but maybe I should run the wizard. And hopefully it doesn't kill my setup. But that's a good thing to try. Doesn't mess with anything you've done custom like filters and mics. Okay. I'll give it a try. At least it didn't for you. It's fine. I'll give it a try. See if that fixed the drop frames. Cause like we restarted the router and everything. I even dropped the bitrate. But also, this isn't the first time our ISP has done something like this because everyone and their mom is streaming Netflix or Disney Plus in this neighborhood, and we're all on the same one hecking wire. But it's fine. I'll try anything at this point. Have so much fun drawing. I'm a burb, you're a burb. Go feed the lizard. All right, have a good one. Thank you for dropping in. The weekend cannot come fast enough for reals. Hi. Is that a bunny? Or is that a kitty cat? It's a kitty cat. I do that to my friends' cats all the time. And they make the same face. Hope you're having a lovely Friday's Eve. Saw me streaming and went perfect. Excellent. Always good to see you. You're chilling now? Hi, Toby. Have you been playing any spoopy games for Spoopy Month? Slifa, welcome. Hello, Sky Person. Thank you. What's this music? This is from Final Fantasy IX, which I might be playing on stream next month. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing has some nice music. This is called Village of Dolly. Rez! It's a Rez! How are you, Rez? I might change the eyebrows, but we'll see. You gotta work tomorrow? No. Got the Sunday scaries a bit. Oh, is today your Sunday? For typing the name, you're welcome. Final Fantasy IX is my favorite Final Fantasy. No, I gotta change the eyebrows. I saw a streamer last night who had a plugin where uh it would type in the name of the music that was being played. I could probably find something like that. But then I'd have to give it my not my Netflix. I don't have a Netflix. My Spotify account. Do I use Spotify? Yeah, I do. I know there's a lot of plugins for Spotify. Netflix music, can you imagine? I mean, Netflix does have music, I think. I don't use Netflix. I don't have the money for a subscription. That money goes to my Final Fantasy 15, no, 14 sub. Steam should have a music section where you can listen to all of the game OSTs. You have the game that you own. Yeah, I know. Some games have like the OST downloadable on the store listing or something, and then you can access it from your Steam profile, Steam library. But yeah, but it's only the games that offer it, not all of the games that you own. Spotify type of music section, but you get to listen to the entire game OST of all the games. Yeah, yeah. on, let me look something up. What was I gonna look up? Oh. Oof. What happened, Rose? The act music, yeah. I might go through that on stream too. That's another game that I never finished. That I started and never finished. The heck, your beloved. And then the Steam version has like the special fourth volume. Summer night for a while. Be crimes do gay. Absolutely. fantasies. Hmm. I feel like Luke's head is too big. Remember to save, yeah. I sure hope it's saved. Turn around for a sec, and it's just blank. What do you mean if I turn around? Like if I flipped my avatar around? Pink and cyan are your favorite colors. Excellent. Oh, if I turn around and then look back and my drawing is gone, Jesus Christ. Trans color coded, absolutely. based artist. Put out the fire. Toby's fine. Toby's fine. Fina. It's a cute desk net. Thank you. I got it from Umwelt. They sell a lot of ocean themed stuff. I hope you're having a lovely Friday's Eve, Fina. Rating private server TBC WoW. It's not really. Last boss of the expansion. Good luck. I hear trouble. Give me a sec. Yeah, Hamish is just lying down outside the door. He doesn't want to come in. He wants to be by the door. What am I paying you for? You don't pay me. We don't even exist. That's debatable. Clever visual metaphor to personify the abstract concept of thought. This sounds like a Disco Elysium Harry Dubois shit. More crack like that and you're out of here. Please, I have 3 kids. This is SpongeBob. Sounds like an XKCD comic. Sounds like some Disco Elysium shit. SpongeBob. Limbs. Why do I gotta figure out where these limbs go? Yeah, that looks fine. It'll be fine. It looks fine. People are flammable. They are. They kind of are, Toby. Which is why you should stop setting the kitchen on fire. Hold on. Discord wants you to set up a passkey because it's more secure than a passport password. Is it though? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I understand the need for like security and shit, but I'm tired of all of this like type in your password. Now we'll send you an email. Now we'll send you a text message. Now you got to go to your authenticator app and type in the code on your authenticator app. And I'm like, "Bro, I just want to log in." Like rip to people that don't have access to their phone, you know? Rip to people that don't have phones. Why do I have to be the one to decide where these limbs go? What if I don't want to? What if I just left it like this? That's it. Stream over. I'm done. I'm not done. Password isn't long enough and doesn't have the entire dissertation of the 2000 Olympics. It must be longer than the script of the B movie. Doesn't matter how secure your shit is if these companies keep having backdoor leaks, right? Like my work, we use an electronic health record system. And in order to use it, we have to, log in, input a password. But the password has to be fucking like 22 characters long. It needs to have a special character and a number. And you know how many like elderly like nurses that we have? They're good nurses, but they're not going to remember a 20 character long password with a symbol and a number. So they keep coming to us for to reset their password because they can't remember it, but they need to log in order to do their jobs. And we're like, just recently we've outsourced IT to like a completely different building. We don't have an in-house IT anymore, and my boss used to have uh access used to have access to be able to change people's passwords, but IT was like, nope, we're going to revoke everyone's administrative powers in that building and give it solely to IT, who is not in the building, who is never in the building. And if you want to reset your password, you have to call us, and then it will take like 2 to 3 business days for us to reset your password or some shit. I don't know, man. I have a lot of problems with this company, but they signed my paycheck. So if you went to a restaurant and ordered soup and they gave you piss in a bowl because some guy walked in the back door of the kitchen, And then the waiter tells you, yeah, that's your fault because you didn't reserve your seats in advance and set up a 16-digit code phrase to prevent it. Right? Right? Oh, I don't know why that just for some reason reminded me of the time I went to interview at In-N-Out. In-N-Out Burgers. I went to interview there. It was supposed to be a group interview. It was early in the morning. They hadn't even opened yet. And I approached the restaurant and one of the workers there goes, can I help you? And she's just clocking in or something, right? And I go, I'm here for an interview. And she goes, oh, okay, well, come on in here. I'll show you the door code. And she shows me the door code. And I'm so mad because I should have written that fucking down. I should have written that down, but I didn't. Well, yeah, she showed me the door code. She's like, here's the door code. Now you can come in and wait over there for the manager to come by and interview you. And I'm like, okay, great, thanks. Turns out not enough interviewees came in for a group interview, so it was individual interviews. I didn't get the job. And I think it was because I told them that I could only work weekends at the time. And they were looking for someone who could work weekdays because all of the student all the part-timers that were students, were going back to school and they could only work weekends and night shifts. So they needed people to come in for day shift and weekdays. And I'm like, well, there goes that. It's okay though. Probably for the best. Oh, guy doesn't have any clothes on. It's okay. He can be naked. Oh, there's so many things going on here. I can't tell what's going on. This is an arm. This is an arm. What do I want to do with this arm? I don't know. Oh, another thing. Almost every single one of our computers at work has the code written on a post-it note on the screen. So the code to get into the computers is either on the screen or it's under the keyboard. So I don't know if they think that's secure, if they're just like making us, whoa, I'm watching myself. And did you finish? Did you finish your oopsie daisy jade blep? My bonk. Happy Friday's Eve. What happened at work this time? Nothing happened. Well, I'm just talking about how every single computer has the code written on a post-it note stuck to the screen, or underneath the under the keyboard, or stuck on the PC tower. So if you ever want to get into any of these computers, you probably won't be able to get far without like an actual account. But you know, Willa, you're in ads. Thanks for the ad pennies. Um, uh, what was I saying? Oh, but also like a lot of the nurses like to hit that remember my password button on on the web browser. So you know, how secure is this really? If you're giving us codes and giving us passwords we can't even remember, and what's that? 2FA and shit. We did right into ads. Yeah, we have a ad break going right now. Your GM got fired a couple months ago. General manager, right? Not game master. Literally had all your documents under his Gmail, which was thankfully left logged into your computer. But that was, yeah, there was no security in that company digitally. Game master, yeah, yeah. Um, what's it? So I have a lot of like spreadsheets and documents that I use for my job to do my job, and it's linked to a it used to be linked to like a my position 2 at or my position name 2 at companyname.com, right? But they recently were like, no, we're going to give you personal business emails to link all of your cloud data with. So, you know, now I've got a personal business email, and if I leave and nobody has my password, all of those spreadsheets are going to be gone. General manager, all right, all right. I gotta. The alphabet soup is similar in different circles. Digital security a number of times, and they don't care. So he said, "Fuck it." You know, if that's above my pay grade. You know, if we get hacked, that HIPAA violation, not my problem. Not my problem. That's the administrator's problem. That's the DON's problem. I just do paperwork. I do clinical stuff. Clerical. I do clerical work. I I do paperwork. I do audits. I don't. I just work here. Yeah, yeah. That's like something me, my coworker, my office mate, and my boss, like my whole department. There's just three of us. My whole department. That's just something we say now. We're just like, I just work here. Don't get paid enough to prevent y'all from fucking shit up. Yeah. I've been getting these like notices every time I log into um to work to do my work on the work website. They're like, we're gonna enable 2FA soon, and it's absolutely required. And I'm like, fuck you. And then I close the notice. Love when things are not my problem. So dumb people who did the dumb thing gets punished. Right? Right? I don't get paid enough for this. I'm trying to figure out where all my lines are because they got lost somewhere. They got lost. Didn't even get to ask your question. Where did I cut off? I was like talking to myself. We do be dropping hella frames, and the bitrate's really bad. Bitrate's super bad. Unstable. Thanks, Twitch. Are we stable now? We look pretty stable. No idea what the fuck just happened, but it's fine. Very versed GM got hit by the classic text scam telling a manager to take X amount of cash to a location. Oh my god. What happened when he went? All y'all are in ads. Or not. We get 5 minutes. Scale of 0 to 6, with 0 being a Kinsey scale 0 and 6 being a Kinsey scale 6. How gay is this particular illustration? Well, they're not having penetrative sex, so it's probably not as gay as it could be. Went to a corner, got robbed but not hurt, and surprisingly wasn't fired. That's fucking wild. Fucking wild. Withdraw X amount of money. And he didn't even bother to, like, I don't know, call like the actual number, not the number that texted them. Nothing to do with penetrative or not. I mean, like, in general, you know? I think about. You know how Guy is fucking terrified of women? I don't think he's ever had sex with a woman. Rush hour, and he panicked and didn't have time to stop. You didn't have time to stop him and just saw him bolt out the side door. That's fucking wild. That's wild. Tell me a secret about your other GM that got fired. I love secrets. I love secrets. Cheese miss. That's what this is. I don't think Guy has had sex with a woman before. Though I think trans men are not off that list. So either Guy has never had sex with someone before, or he's fucking bisexual. Meanwhile, Luke is 7 years old. He's never kissed anyone before in his life. Got fired for tripping off cough syrup. Oh, like getting high off cough syrup? Right after he got married, confessed his love for your female boss and how she should join his harem so he could start a covenant and save humanity. He is bisexual. He just can't make physical contact with someone he perceives to be a woman. Yeah. Sorry, Ion. What a fucking roller coaster. That's fucking wild. I have this NP that I work with. His life is fucking wild right now. Like, he was, when I first started working with him, he was married, right? Happily married. He was doing his yard, putting up a new closet for her, you know. And he was making, he was making money. He has I think he has a daughter. Covenant to save humanity, yeah. None of us saw it coming and got fired for you know what? He yeah. There for 2 years. And just recently the MP he goes, "So I broke up with my wife. I'm divorcing my wife." He loves to come in and tell us his life story. It's fucking hilarious. Like, bro. He goes, "So I'm divorcing my wife because she cheated on me or something like that, right?" Always more pizza. Yeah, I agree with Rez. You should always order more pizza. The answer is always pizza. And we're like, "What the fuck?" And now he comes in every night, every day, every week to complain about his like women troubles because he's like back in the dating pool, right? And he keeps pining after this girl who dumped him because he called her a red flag, right? And she got pissed. That's an oversimplification of it, but like I would have gotten pissed too. She got pissed and dumped his ass. And he was like, "Okay, so I wanted to say sorry. I left flowers on her desk at work, cuz she works at a school or something, right? So he knows where she works and he left flowers for her." And he asks me and my coworker and he's like, "Wouldn't you forgive a guy if he left you flowers on your desk, and said I'm sorry, left a nice heartfelt note and shit?" And I straight up told him I fucking would not after you called me a red flag like that. Like, fuck no. He's there trying to defend himself. I'm like, bro, no. Leaving an apology as a public display. If you liked her, why would you call her? Yeah, right, right. I mean, I guess they had like a fight or some shit. And all of her friends hate him, right? All of her friends hate him. And he was like, wouldn't you admire a guy who goes up to your friends who hate him, who all hate him, and say, "Listen, I want to do right by your friend, and I love her, and all that shit." And I was like, "Bro, first of all, if my friends hate you, we're not working out. We're not working out. You need to leave. I'm sorry." Anyways, this guy comes in with drama like every week. It's so fucking funny. And then he keeps trying to ask me and my coworker for advice. You'd be so mad if you bother my friends instead of coming straight to me first, right? You gotta get with my friends. Yeah, exactly. I know some people don't, some people can work that out. But for me, like my friends have been here with me through like thick and thin, and they've seen my bad side and they're still here. My bad side and my good side, and they're still here and they've supported me through like shit. And you come in, I just met you and we're dating, and they hate your guts. Like, you probably did something that didn't vibe with them, and if it didn't vibe with them, it's probably not going to vibe with me. And I'm not going to throw like 10 years of like bonding like friendship, 10 years of friendship that we're still on good terms with for a a person I just met, you know? Anyways, don't you you can take whatever dating advice you want. I'm just That's just me. That's just me. Some people can work it out. Some people can work it out. Not me though. Couldn't be me. We're just yapping. I'm just yapping. You guys are just so easy to yap to, I guess. We yapping, yeah. Extremely Skyrim voice. You need to leave, yeah. That's not serious here, yeah, yeah. Not too serious, unless you want it to be serious. I just think it's hilarious that he comes to us for his dating advice. He's here. He is Anki. I'm R and I'm fine. Thank you, Riz. Skyrim, you need to leave sound redeem when. I need to set up the, what is that you have? The audio trigger or whatever? Media trigger, audio, fire trigger, whatever the fuck that is. But part of me is like, why would I have like an audio redeem when I can just make noises with my mouth? Except I can't copy that voice. What do I do for work where this chuckle shit thinks it's okay to ask for? No, I think it's funny as fuck. I think it's funny as fuck because after he asks us for advice and I give him the whole, bro, you should drop her. You you need to not have her in your life anymore. He goes he goes to the nurses outside and he asks them for the same advice. And it's like I think he's funny as fuck. Like in a sad way, you know? What kind of benefits do I want as an evil advisor? Oh! Thank you, Riz. Health insurance for one. Health and dental. And health insurance that will cover transition operations. Into ads. Aw, dang. You can't hear me talk about my benefits. Hold up, come back. Now, I work in a nursing home. He's a doctor's assistant. He comes in every week to like check on the patients and stuff. Check on his patients. Well, his doctor's patients and then sign papers. My job is to make sure that he signs papers. Didn't like your advice. Let me seek another advice. Yeah. Feel better about fucking up, but the right way to do that is accept it and learn for the next time. It's fine. He's not my problem. He's not my problem. I'm not going to be able to fix him. And it's not my job to fix him. BT, yeah, I love this piece. I used to play it on the violin. I have the sheet music. If I practice it, maybe I could do a redeem. Y'all want a badly played violin redeem? Give him to you, you'll make him worse. I'd love to see that. But I feel like the girl he's chasing is already doing that. So yes, yes to the violin redeem. I'll think about it. BT, not gonna lie, BT was kind of a shit character, but her theme song is great. I love her theme song. You'd love to hear some? My violin, Its name is Sherry. I call it Sherry. Um, how old is it? It's like 2007, 2004. I think Sherry's 21 years old. Hold on. 2002. Sherry's 23 years old. Pour out the Sherry. No, it's short for Sherlock. 23. Sherry's 23 years old. Mikey, my cello, I think is younger than Sherry. Sherlock Birkin. Absolutely, absolutely. I've lost Luke's arm, but it's fine. Oh, what is this doing? I don't know what that's doing. It's fine. My violin playing is very rusty, though. Is this the last name Birkin? No. Sherry Birkin. Should I know who that is? Oh, from Resident Evil? I don't know if I've played this Resident Evil yet. Wait, wait. She's the little girl? Her name was Sherry? 2 and 6. I've played 2. I'm pretty sure I've played 3. Damn, I've forgotten. Claire saved her. Claire Redfield saved her. Was she that little girl at the end that you get out of the. Oh, I don't remember anymore. That share. Tweaked your neck while goofing doing the elliptical. Oh no. Yeah, hopefully that sorts itself out. What time is it? Shit. I'm too busy yapping. Too busy yapping. You know, I could just cut Guy's body off here at Luke's body, so I don't have to deal with wherever his legs might be. Not to be confused with that share, the one on the magazines. The yapping is also art. You ever inhale your cat? I don't have a cat, but when I do visit my friend who has 2 cats, I try not to inhale the cat because I am hella allergic. I say hella allergic, but like I won't die if I touch a cat, but the puss smell. But I will get like my nose will get stuffy and shit. Your cat smells really good. There's this perfume. Hold on. I'm not endorsed by Demeter fragrances or whatever or anything, but they have this scent, this cologne called kitten fur. Um it smells, what does it smell like? Kind of like baby powder, I think. It doesn't smell bad, but it's kind of powdery. They have tennis balls and lobster scent. I just uh got their pumpkin spice latte, and I think it was a um pumpkin pie scents. The pumpkin pie just smells like chocolate for some reason. Tennis balls, right? My favorite um my favorite so far of like scents and stuff, like my favorite brand is is it Zoology? They just do like animal type of scents. And I really love the nightingale scent that they have. They have a lot of smells in Demeter. Yeah, Demeter has a lot of like weird smells. Um, they don't last very long though. The ones that I've tried, they don't last very long, and they're not that strong. But I haven't tried the tennis ball one. Maybe the tennis ball one is stronger. But I like to go to, what's it, Lucky Scent. I go on Lucky Scent and I look for samples, which tend to be like $1, $2, and they're like these really tiny. Hold on. They come in these like little tiny vials, which are really cute. There's, I got this. This one's called Cow. I don't like the smell of it. Smells like hay. It smells like hay. Um, I don't remember anything else about it other than it just smelled very much like a barn that was full of hay. Terpenes fade very quickly. I didn't like that one. This seahorse one is kind of actually a little oceany, but also a little laundry detergent smelling, which is kind of funny because it's kind of like the vibes of doing laundry by the ocean. This one's Nightingale. This one's the Nightingale. I've used a lot of it. I wish I had the money to buy a full bottle, but these full bottles cost like what, 200 bucks? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just get another sample bottle. Oh, this one is Kais perfume does like some weird like gourmet smells. This one is Gâteau de Carnaval, but it's funnel cake. It's fucking funnel cake. Oh, this one's Snowy Owl. Snowy Owl is kind of interesting. It smells kind of piney. It smells like the vibes of a Christmas card, if that makes any sense. Good perfumes and scents are stupid expensive, right? One that smells like orange is enough for you to enjoy, but was 250 for 3 ounce, right? Jesus Christ! Just get the sample. Just buy a bunch of sample ones. These ones are super tiny. These are super tiny, but I don't put a lot on, so it's not that big of a problem. Oh, let me turn this down. Suddenly I'm talking about perfumes. It was by Lush. Oh no. They didn't have any samples. Sad. I wonder if they have. No, they probably don't have any online, huh? So I get these from Lucky Scent. They don't have everything, but they have a lot. They have a lot. Zoology has a perfume called Bee, Honeybee, was it? No, Bumblebee. It was a bee, I think, bee themed. And I want to try it so bad, but they're out of stock for the samples, and the only thing they have in stock is the full bottle, which is 200 bucks. And I don't want to I don't want to commit to a full bottle if I don't like the smell. I haven't bought any perfumes from Lush before. You bet my vanity smells interesting. I don't want to think about how it smells, to be honest. Got a lot of like hair products, toothpaste, uh, hand lotion, Vaseline, uh, chapstick, just like random bits of chapstick. I've got like makeup there too. Not big on Lush as a whole, but they have some decent stuff. I haven't been to Lush in a long time. I used to be absolutely obsessed with their rose scented like shampoo bars and then the body wash. Our pumpkin scented hand soap. Yeah, yeah. It's like pumpkin cupcake or something like that. So it's very cakey, very sweet. Okay, do not forget the collar again. I keep forgetting his collar, and I get super sad about it because I obsess over this collar a lot, and then I forget to draw it. Yeah, I'm just the rest of his body doesn't exist. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Lupon. Love rose smelling things. Yeah, I don't know if they still have it. But after a bit though, I think the shampoo bar just felt like it was drying out my hair, so I had to stop using it. But it did smell really fucking good. But I haven't been to Lush in forever. I haven't been to the mall that has a Lush in a long time. You want to smell like oranges, but everyone says they smell so chemically and bad. You can't use them at work. Uh, have you tried, I don't know, just squeezing lemon or not lemon, orange peels onto like your wrists? 'Cause like that orange zest, I feel like straight from the orange peel, fucking it sticks. It sticks to my clothes, it sticks to my hands. It won't leave. Like if you just take like you take an orange peel and you take like the outside and then you squeeze it. Usually like a little bit, a little bit of some like weird juice comes out of it or something, right? Okay, are we committing to this? Are we committing to this? Yeah, it'll be fine. The oils, yeah, yeah, that's what it is. Part of the reason why orange scent specifically is hard to produce is because the terps evaporate real fast. I believe that. I believe that. I really like I like jasmine smells, and lately I've been finding myself really liking this powdery smell. Um a lot of people compare like the specific powdery smell that I'm talking about. A lot of people compare it to an old timey like powder rooms, when people would powder their nose. So like a lot of like older women that still use like the powdery like foundations and stuff. That's what it smells like to them. Got a great product from Japan, scented pouch, and use it to smell good. And when the smell finally dissipates, it says you can make tea out of it. Oh, so is it kind of like a potpourri kind of thing? Wish someone would powder your nose. Unfortunately, sometimes you just gotta be the one to powder your nose. You gotta powder your own nose. You can pick your nose and you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose or something like that. I mean, you could, I suppose, if you weren't a weenie. Had enough of powder in your nose for one life. Like in your nose. So this nightingale scent that I really like, it reminds me, I don't know, it reminds me of like an old Victorian powder room. So I'll wear it with like the Victorian style outfits that I have. What if your friends are just chill like that? Yeah, yeah. I guess it depends on the type of relationship you have with your friends. Of course, if it's consensual, it's fine, you know. You know how it is. I can see this ant crawling around, and I don't want her to crawl onto my hands because. The ant came back. I don't know if it's the same ant. It do be ant season. These are my my free range ants. They take care of themselves, you know. I think they live in my sink. Uh oh. It's fine. Consent these. Is there hanky panky going on in the chat? Oh, fuck. It's fine. It's fine. Ow! Thank you, Willa. No, not of this hanky, this panky, or this hanky. For once, and you didn't start it. Dangaree. I do be like the mouth noises. Excuse me? My mouth noises? I like the. I do be making noises with my mouth. Which is part of the reason why I don't have like those audio redeems, because I'm like, I can make those noises with my mouth. Oh shit. Ah, that's fine. Oh shit. That's fine. You enjoy getting to yap. It's always good listening to you yap. I like listening to people yap too. I feel like I'm less yappy like in person. That's just how I am, but I enjoy listening to people yap. You like I like y'all yappers. Y'all are very easy to yap with. Clowns. My choice. My choice. How about a sonnet? Y'all know this sonnet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou oust, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growst. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Hello, clowns. Happy Friday's Eve. I think that's the only sonnet I know. The only Shakespeare sonnet I know. Can confidently call y'all my friends. Aw, thanks, Brez. That's kind of funny because, like, especially in this kind of like thing where I know y'all from like Twitch and shit, and it's like when do we get to call each other friends? Like, where's the thing for that? The thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. It had to be your favorite. What, the Summer's Day sonnet? Nature of friendship has changed a lot since the digital age, yeah. A weird pseudo relationship with a content creator. What is that? Like a I know what you're talking about. I also forgot the word. Oh shit. Parasocial, that's it. Thank you, clowns. And Willa got it right after. Excellent. Kind of a dumb puppy who wants to love and be friends with everyone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys back from your breading? Welcome back, Fina. Welcome back, Lupin. Stay away from interacting with big streamers because it does feel parasocial. Yeah, when streamers feel like really really big, especially with like when they have like I don't know, like hundreds of people chatting at them and don't want to be friends with someone because they're famous. Yeah, yeah. It's a tricky slope to navigate, I think. Oh, I don't know if I wanted that, but you know what? It's there. What if you broke into the algorithm and I knew you before you knew me before I got 1K people? I think that's different. Yeah. So like say I was like, you know, friends with someone since like high school or something, right? And we've been hanging out like every day uh for like what, 10 years or something. And then one day they just become famous. Like I wouldn't I wouldn't consider that parasocial relationship. I'd support them. You just feel like you know Fina personally. Time is it? I've got time. I've got plenty of time. This arm is gonna look wonky, but it's fine. It's just gonna be there. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Me and N live in the same house, so like, you know. Would you still love me if I was a worm energy? Would you all love me if I was famous? Clans knew Fina before she was a famous VTuber. I can't remember if any of you were here that long, but I used to do face streams, face cam, flesh tube. I used to have a flesh tuber. I've only been around since Jester. I don't know what that means. Exclusively Fingy Cam streamer. Fingy streamer. That's why you have the VIP badge. You're very important. Clowns is very important. We appreciate clowns here. In 1 month and 5 days, you will have known Fina for 5 years. That's wild. The clown model? I do have a clown model. It was for a Halloween stream, I think. And then I kept it. That's when you first saw my stream. Lug rated. Do you remember what game I was playing? Probably not, because I also don't remember what game I was playing. A JRPG. Have I ever played a JRPG on stream? I know I played Final Fantasy IX at some point and then stopped. Didn't know RN until they started being more active in Genghis's chat. Yeah, yeah. I don't actually know what's going on with this guy's pants. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine. No one pay attention to that. That's not the important part. Directly responsible for dating thoughts and becoming a blacksmith. Is that all Clowns' fault? Blasting furnace up in here. Your grandfather was an iron worker for 35 years? That's wild. Lost hearing in his left ear when molten metal dripped into it. That's wild. Oh shit. I hear a beast. You miss him again? It happens. What is it that they say? Grief is like, they're like the tides. It never goes away, like, completely. And it always comes back. Something like that. There's no way I'm finishing this by 8 o'clock, guys. Stoop lower to slip under your radar. But why would you do that? Don't you want to be on people's radar? The reason we all know each other is because clowns found Emp streaming Fear one day. Emp knew defense in Ojaxer along with Lupa, who knew N and R. Never finished your conspiracy board. I saw that. I saw that. It was really neat that you were able to like connect the dots like that. I can't even remember how I met half the people that I talked to on Twitch. The overworld themes in Final Fantasy are always good. They are, yeah. Crime brulee, let's fucking go. You've literally dated someone you met on Twitch. No, it's not sad. Especially nowadays, like with the internet being as big as it is. Don't do the mommy daddy thing. You met one of your partners playing an MMO. I think I met one of my exes. Not I think, I know I did. I know I met one of my exes on an MMO. Two of my exes actually. Dated someone you met on an MMO too, so it's not so uncommon these days, especially since we can meet so many diverse people so easily over the internet now. Yeah, yeah. So two of my exes I dated. Um well, of course I've dated them. The two of my exes I met on an MMO. It was the same damn MMO too. Met someone in person recently who knew mutual streamers that you watch regularly. That's yeah, that's pretty like backwards. Not backwards, but like not backwards in the sense that like, cultural backwards, but like flipped around backwards. That's wild. Been together 17 years. That's wild. A lot of my relationships only lasted about a week. I'm not very good at the relationship thing. Not in a sad way. Just in a, oh, I don't know if this is for me kind of way. I've had crushes though. There was this one girl I used to, this one nurse that I used to see a lot on the floor when I was more active on the floor than I am now. Um, but I fumbled a lot with her, so like she left for school to pursue like a um I don't know if she's an RN now, but she used to be a CNA, and then after she disappeared for like a year or two, I see her come back and she's on the cart. She's a nurse. Been there, yeah. Had a manager like that. First technical GF was long distance, but she ended up cheating on you. But that was also eighth grade. My first relationship ish, I think, was in middle school. Was I in sixth grade? No way I was in sixth grade. But he was a he was another member of the orchestra. And he was very musically inclined. His father was too. He wrote me a piano piece and I lost it. So I don't have that anymore. I don't have it anymore. I think it was sixth grade. Your manager watches Jabroni Mike. What is Jabroni Mike? Stunlocked them when they walked into the grow. Was playing Red Vox on the speaker. Oh, Joey Mittens runs a bar? That's cool. FF9 might just get by on vibes, but they're good vibes. FF9 is my favorite. Is my favorite Final Fantasy. Fucking fumble constantly. Listen, it's hard to be cool when you're in front of a good-looking person. Your manager was amazing even after you came out as trans and would tell you how proud of you she was. That's crazy. I'm in the closet at work, mostly because when I first started working there, my mom also worked there, and I tell this story a lot. I tell this story a lot, but my mom also worked there, and I'm not out to anyone in my family except for N, which is fine. You know, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. But unfortunately, well, she doesn't work there anymore because micromanaging. And unfortunately, um, I've been using my legal name for the entire time she was there, and it's a little bit I feel like it's a little bit awkward to ask people to call me by a different name after they've been calling me my legal name for like 4 years. And I don't want to do the whole explanation that like, yeah, I'm kind of trans-ish thing. I just work here. I don't want to tell my life story to anyone. I mean, I've already made several gay jokes in front of my boss and my coworkers, so they at least know I'm queer. Dated a customer, that's wild. After 2 weeks, she started referring to you as my love, and that was a little fast for me. Oh, Jesus Christ, pet names? Pet names kind of. It depends on the pet name. They're so cheesy. like, just call me bro. I don't know. Me and pet names don't mix too well. Unfortunately for um my exes who absolutely loved pet names. Pet name tried pet names in your last relationship and none of them stuck. Yeah, yeah. Customer asked you for your number, which never happens, and you were like, "Yeah, let's give it a shot." That was me in all of my past relationships. I was like, "You know what? This person's asking me out. Why the fuck not? Let's give it a go. We've known each other for a little bit and we hang out and we have the same interests. So why not?" And for some reason, the moment we started dating, I was like, "Okay, I don't like this." Because suddenly they started treating me differently. Does that make sense? Like there was this perceptible difference in the way they treated me and I didn't like that. I wanted more of like the friends bit kind of thing. Your pet can know their name by looking at their collar, huh? What? That's why Guy has a collar, right? For what it's worth. It's weird. It was a weird feeling. One of my exes was a friend. I'd known her all throughout high school. And we were good friends. She would come over all the time. We would play video games. Um we went to conventions together and shit. And she would just literally like hang out with us and the the moment she asked me out and I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll give it a try." The the vibes changed. For the most part, you're for the most part pan arrow, so it's hard for you to form a loving attachment, not for lack of trying, due to high school heartbreak. Yeah, that happens in high school, especially in high school. Don't want to bother someone asking them out unless you think they actually want to be around you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People view relationships as different from friendship when it's really just friendship expanded. Where am I? What am I doing? I'm yapping. Hair. I'm doing hair. Friendship expanded has been the best relationships you've had. Yeah, yeah. But I'm not in the dating scene right now, which is fine. It's fine by me. Pretty sure I'm pretty arrow ace. Maybe demi row, maybe, but definitely ace. Not a fan of the prove yourself dating period. Elaborate. I think I know what you're talking about, but elaborate, please. Kind of toxic. I've actually had a lot of friendships end because I had turned them down from dating. Don't get into a relationship with people you can't respect. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that goes for all sorts of relationships, not just romantic ones. People discount mutual respect. People in your city are very quick to ghost if they have the slightest ick, which is fair and their right to do so. But as someone who's socially anxious a lot, it makes you feel like you have to be on eggshells a lot of the time. Makes sense. I guess I'm a little bit of a, I mean, not romantic in the way of like my sexuality, but romantic in a way of like I kind of want the whole like friendship first and then kind of like goes into relationship sort of thing, but it's like it sounds kind of cheesy. But I don't want to get into friendships just to end up in a relationship, you know? That's how a lot that's how a lot of my friendships in like high school and college ended because I was becoming friends with these people that had the same interests as me and we were always hanging out and we were vibing and we clicked and then they would ask me out and I would say I kind of just want to be friends. And then we'd stop hanging out all of a sudden. Like they were the ones that would stop talking to me. What time is it? We have time. Genghis. Oh, we're for some reason we're talking about relationships. I don't know why. Came in at a at a weird time. I hope you're having a lovely Friday's Eve. I'm almost done. I say as I'm just doing lines. Put a lot of pressure on the idea of rejection. It do be scary. Rather keep friendships than lose them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then they'd stop being friends, right? Right? I'm just like, were you just friends with me because you wanted to be in a relationship or what? I think a lot of times I find myself being really wary um, when it comes to making friends, specifically because of those specific experiences in college and high school. I hear a beast. He's lying down outside the door. Oh, we do be in ads. What is going on here? Things are going on and I don't know what's going on with these lines. But it's fine. Figure it out. That's a sleeve. It should be a sleeve. Yeah, I can see the ads. You guys probably can't hear me, but I can see the ads. I can see that you're in ads. It's fine. I'm just yapping. As we do. No Fear Shown Live, welcome. Do you have like a shortened name that you like to go by, or like No Fear? Kind of fucked up to make someone jump through hoops to prove themselves. Oh, the testing? Yeah. Like, I would rather get to know someone as a friend first instead of just going straight to like getting to know someone while you're dating. This video about a guy who got home clearly hammered, and his wife asks him if he's drunk, and she says no. He says no, and she says, if you aren't drunk, then tell me the time. Oh, she was like, tell the time. And he turns to the clock and he goes, I'm not drunk. I remember that video. I wonder how they're doing now. Sometimes like viral videos like that happen, I'm like, these people were famous for like 2 seconds. You like that video? I remember that video. Fairly well adjusted to society as a whole, but there's a lot of gaps from having grown up in the mountains, fairly isolated from society as a whole. So you try to keep an open perspective on your opinions and behaviors in case you're not aware of how it comes across. It's okay. The rules are made up. You learn as you go. Interesting how none of the Vine creators have regained their former popularity on other sites, or if they have, very rarely. Yeah, I haven't like, but then again, I don't like frequent like those short video type of videos. So like TikTok or YouTube shorts, or like even the Instagram like reels and shit. I don't like those. Like I can't sit and watch them. But that's just me. I'd rather watch a video essay on how all the lakes and rivers in Hyrule and Tears of the Kingdom are connected. Climb you like one of your snowy peaks, Willa. Do we need to put a leash on you, Willa? More interesting is how Vine went under because they couldn't figure out how to make money. The watermelon guy. I don't know if I remember the watermelon guy, but I remember the watermelon lesbian. The watermelon bush lesbian. Where she was like, people always ask me, if you like women so much, how come you don't dress like one? And she goes, well, I also love watermelon. You don't see me dressing up in watermelon. And then in the next the next scene she's wearing uh what's that, watermelon shells on like her chest, and then like a watermelon blocking her crotch area, and she's doing like a little dance. The what? The watermelon bikini. Yeah, she was so cute. The butch lesbian. The watermelon butch lesbian. Warning loud. Distracting me with YouTube. Oh, it's a Vine compilation. Oh my god. Oh god, there's more. This guy's just, they're just wearing watermelons on their heads. Gotta find the watermelon lesbian. Had a whole video series on different sonnets for the watermelon. Yo, a poet. Sometimes you love a fruit so much that you just gotta write poems about it. I can already tell that this marker is running out of ink. Slightly, very slightly. I learned the song on the piano, and I would play it on repeat for like hours on the piano. You were not expecting the jump cut. Oh my god, you found the butch lesbian? The watermelon butch lesbian? Where's my mouse? I love her so much. Is that her mom? The grapefruit your man video? Oh my god. Grapefruit your man. I feel like this one was the longer version. I remember a shorter version. I don't remember seeing her mom. Sometimes you'll just sit and listen to it for ages. Did that a lot in college. The song Healing from The Legend of Zelda. They really did make a song of healing. Like whoever wrote this was like, I fucking got you. It's a fairly simple piano piece to me. So I was able to just kind of repeat it over and over again. The piano actually used to be like a really big uh like stress relief for me. Whenever I wanted to play whenever I was like stressed or angry, I would play the piano really loud. I would play specifically Eternal Harvest from Final Fantasy IX really loud. I don't play the piano as much anymore. Dang. My nail polish really do be smudging off on things, which is weird because I swear I put a top coat on it. All booba or good booba. Talking about booba. Hope she's doing well. Me too. Sometimes you just have asymmetrical boobs, yeah. Unless it's cancer, then it's not natural. Unique like a fingerprint, yeah. This woman describing how to take care of your man by cutting a hole in a grapefruit and using it. I like to jork splort his dick. What the fuck kind of. That's so funny. Makes the most unholy demonstration of sounds. That's. I feel like that might have been at like the edge of my radar somewhere. Like I think I heard people talking about it, but I don't know if I ever actually saw the video. If there was a video. Well, there is a video because she demonstrated it. The Song of Healing starts out in like a minor key, yeah, and then ends with its corresponding major has some kind of effect, probably. A grapefruit, though. You could be eating that. Why are you putting that on someone's dick when you could be eating it? There are toys for that. A toy is probably safer, even. She do be eating it. Okay. Okay. This person has classes? A fruit job. All booba is good. Loog! Chat, are we okay? Chat's never okay. Chat is never okay. And that's fine. All booba is good booba. Especially those side boobas from the fucking Breen movies. Very generous with the side booba. How are you, Luke? I hope you're having a lovely Friday's Eve. Absolutely not. Good choice. I kind of take issue a little bit with the type of synth noises. Whoa! Slightly. The kind of synth noises that arcade player uses for their arrangements. I don't know. Some of the noises are just kind of. Could have used a better noise, man. Could have used a better synth noise. How are you? Happy Friday's Eve. Welcome, Raiders. We're doing. Oh. We're doing some traditional art. I'm almost done. What were you playing? Joy the puppy, welcome. You were playing Hollow Knight. How is Hollow Knight? The first one. You were playing the first one? Oh, well, the second one's called Silk Song, so. Is the sound the original? Oh, are you still talking about the grapefruit? I'm not listening to it. And I'm not watching it. Arf, arf. Welcome. So league brained read that as slightly flight yone? Or yone? Is it yone or yone? Not slightly flighty one. Yone, okay, okay. I'm like, is this one of those names that you pronounce all of the letters? Or, Because I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I know too many languages. Sklong, snick snong, sklong, slick slong. Oh, that sounds bad. They need to invent a yellow marker that doesn't smear the ink. That doesn't smear ink. Why does yellow do this? Is it the chemical compound of yellows, or like how they literally can't make certain medicines taste good because otherwise it ruins the compound and is no longer that medicine anymore? The moment you change the chemical compound of a yellow to make it not smear, it is no longer yellow. Sinks lung. Happens to you on stream more often than you expect when you chose it, or when you chose the name. It's okay. People keep trying to make sense of my screen name. Oh, that reminds me. Hello, Raiders. I am R2Y9S. It doesn't stand for anything. Just call me R for short. Don't worry about it. I've had people try to call me Reese before. Don't call me Reese. That's not my name. That's not even my preferred name. My preferred name doesn't even start with an R. Although if I do meet you in real life and you call me R, I'll answer to it. I have a friend who I think he met his current boyfriend on an MMO. So he often switches between his username and his actual name when he's talking about him, which I think is funny as fuck. Crayon time. How do you just do it? Do what? Trying to catch up with chat. I know I miss a lot. I'll go through like my VODs, and then I'll see chat messages that I just completely miss for some reason. And I apologize in advance. R means rabid. I swear I have all my shots. I'm completely vaccinated. I have all my vaccines. I have all my shots. And I take all my meds. I'm a good boy. We can be rabid as a treat. Do not get rabies. Yeah, no, do not get rabies. And if you do get bitten by something that you think has rabies, fucking call 911. There, you have a 0% chance of surviving rabies if you do not get treatment. Y'all think the Uma Musume horse girls piss just as hard in lore as IRL racehorses do? thing about IRL racehorses is that they're large creatures, and large creatures produce a lot of waste because they require a lot of energy to survive. So they consume a lot. So if these horse girls were horse sized, which I love the idea of, yeah, they probably do, but they also probably use the toilet. So like, a Guri Cat moment. Yeah, Uma Musume do eat more than humans do. Scroll up a little bit. You have a serious case of the gabies, Willa. Me too. Me too. Get your kids rabies shots like a responsible adult. I'm trying to think. Like, usually they don't give a rabies vaccine unless you get rabies. Like you get bitten by something, unless you're or you constantly work in a field that exposes you a lot to creatures that might bite you that have rabies. So I don't think that's on the like the list of things that you should get your child uh vaccinated for. But I guess, you know, if what's going on here? Are there supposed to be lines here? Are there supposed to Are there supposed to be lines here? Exactly, one case of a woman surviving rabies, and they are fucked for life because of it. There's a zero chance who will be the second to survive rabies. Yeah. It says here they are large. Excellent. Inside thoughts and outside thoughts, and you chose specifically to make this one an outside thought. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. If they're actual horse size, you're 200% more interested. Yeah, people were like exploring the idea of, because the Uma Musume girls are 100% like thoroughbreds, right? And thoroughbreds, they're not usually that big. They're not the biggest horses out there, and they're fairly fragile. Probably one of the most fragile horses that you can get. But people have been talking about the possibility of, like, you know, workhorse Uma Musume, right? So like big buff women that do construction work and shit. Rabies vaccines are not preventative, it's reactionary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't want it to adapt. I think also just the fact that like it's hard for rabies vaccines to be like stored, I think, for long periods of time. Hawaii is one of two places on Earth where rabies doesn't exist. Hawaii is very restrictive on the types of creatures and plants that are allowed in and out of the islands. Mostly because if something does come in and invade, like, you know, mongooses, um, I think they still have a pretty big mongoose problem. But why is the orange so inky? Stop that. Please stop. What was I talking about? Oh, but like, yeah, their TSA is very like very strict and very very tight. And if you bring your like your pet with you to the islands, you have to quarantine your pet for like a week, I think. Before you can bring it outside with you. Now we are on the edge of hell, dear my love, sweet morning light, wait for me, so much far. Just like the Borg do be adapting. Just because people don't usually invest in preemptively getting the vaccine, so they usually just get it when they suspect being in contact with something with rabies. I think all of that is kind of true to an extent, but there's information out there about the rabies vaccine. Don't have a problem with the thought, just it was surely a choice. It's fine. It was a good choice. Thank you for sharing, Rose. Sometimes I also just randomly think about the bathroom habits of my favorite characters. Clydesdale girlfriend, exactly. Or like a Shire Clydesdale. Like, come on. Don't cut a hole in your chair and use your gamer bucket. You don't just use an empty water bottle. Rest, go pee. Yeah, go pee. You don't want to get a UTI. Pony Musume, like the little ones, they'd have like that same problem that that one bunny from Beast Stars has, where like their breed just always looks very childlike, so they get treated like children a lot. Yeah, Beast Stars. Yeah, go pee, Rez. Go pee. Don't get a UTI. UTIs suck. Piss like a racehorse, like a piss horse. I love Shire horses. I love Shires a lot. I was a horse kid and a dinosaur kid when I was a kid. I liked both dinosaurs and horses. I wanted to be a cowboy when I grew up. But I also wanted to be a paleontologist. Of course, I became neither of those things. I think that's it. I'm done. You're gonna go shower? Okay. Dinosaur GF, let's go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I'm about done. I think I'm done. I think that's it. Am I gonna put my name? Always date your shit. Sign and date your shit. You wanted to be a paleontologist too. Got to meet John Ostrom before he died. Lucky. Welcome back, Rose. How'd you date a drawing asking for you to have so many waifus? I don't know. The same way you would date a person? Double dinosaur. Let's go. Can't date your art. It doesn't love you like you love it. A game? Wait, is the game called Double Dinosaur? Y'all know about the game Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. It's a VN about purple dinosaur woman with double D tits. Was it for the God, what was that? What was that console called? I forgot. Damn, it's 9 o'clock. I gotta let you guys go. I gotta let you go. And I gotta go. But we're done. This is done. This is done. This is done. We're done. For PC came out the 3DO. It didn't come out for the 3DO. Okay, it came out for PC last year. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties came out for the 3DO like ages ago. I gotta go. I gotta take my meds. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for sticking around and yapping with me. Always enjoy a good yap with you guys. It's always good to see all y'all. Is anybody up? Is anybody still up? Clowns is up. Excellent. Oh, that's right. Clowns is playing Sonic 06. Let's fucking go. All right, we're gonna raid Clowns. Y'all know who Clowns is. Clowns is great. He's suffering as he does. Thank you. Where did all of my notifications go? Burbness and N, thank you for the raid. I know Burb left. Peem Sunday. Oh yeah. So on Sunday, hopefully we are going to be playing Peak. I'm gonna be with Lug, Willa, Lil Bun, and N. We're all gonna be playing Peak together. It's gonna be great. Leaf Erickson Day. That's I should know about Leaf Erickson because he was like my school mascot. But the Viking of all time, yeah. Does that actually mean anything? The Hinga Dinga Durgan? I know SpongeBob said it. Time to eat boing boing. I love that you call it boing boing. It's okay, you're gonna call him boing boing and I'm just gonna keep calling him Peeboo. Because that's just what happens. Welcome back, Toby. Hope it's not problematic. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I didn't know it was Leave Erickson Day. I just know it's Friday's Eve. All right. I'm gonna throw you guys at Clowns. He looks like he's having a time. Uh, thank you for dropping in. I will see you on Sunday. Maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday. I'll let you know. Watch this space. Have a lovely discovering a landmass. Oh. Yeah, I'll have to I'll have to look at him. Have a lovely rest of your night. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you on the internet. Good night. We had a theme song. We did.